Okay, so
We saw Longlegs, and what a movie that
what
is.
a great experience that was to see Longlegs finally after a year of anticipation.
Yeah, so I didn't know anything about the movie going into it. I assumed, based on the trailer, it's going to be kind of a serial killer thing with maybe the serial killer being a Satanist, which is correct. It's okay if we spoil it, right?
Sure. I mean,
Okay.
we can say there's spoilers of the
Okay.
video, yeah.
Okay, so there is spoilers, so if you haven't seen it, just save the video to be watched and then come back.
Or
once you've
don't
seen
go
it.
watch it and just
Or
watch
yeah,
this.
just don't watch it. It's not good. So I did anticipate the serial killer being a Satanist because the synopsis says it involves the occult. So I assumed that. Um, I did not anticipate it being horrible. So
Me either.
yeah, it was pretty bad. I gave it a 3 out of 10, which there's like 3 chapters of the movie, right? And the first chapter was awesome. I was like, oh, this is going to be really good. The second one was okay. I'm still into it. I just need to know what's going on. And the last chapter is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life.
I agree. I had not thought about it in that way, but I agree. The first third of the movie was really intriguing, and it was like building, and then it does not deliver. And Nicolas Cage,
He's a good actor. It's just sometimes he doesn't do the best in certain movies, depending on what it is. Which I do think he did the best he could considering the script. Like you can't really make "Happy Birthday" like actually scary, you know. But he also produced the movie, which makes me think he thought that this was actually good. Like I thought that Nicolas Cage might do better because he does have some horror and thriller movies out there that are actually scary, creepy, disturbing, depending on which one. I mean, he did an entire film I haven't seen yet. I'm wanting to watch it though, called 8mm, which is about, real life snuff films, which is terrifying, obviously. But then in this movie, he's like, "Happy birthday," and it's like, bro, you went from snuff films to this? What? Like, it's crazy to me.
I did like I thought his character was intriguing, but he just was not in the film enough, and
Not
his
explained.
character didn't make sense without knowing more about him. And I don't want to give too much of the plot away, but the plot, even for we all know it's fantasy, it's not plausible. Like, this does not make sense at all. Like, there's too much coincidence in this film for it to be absorbed. I just could not appreciate it simply because it was just not it's not plausible even for a work of fiction. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a part where he gets arrested, and all of a sudden, like, you have no idea how they found him, and like he's just standing on the road trying to get out of town on a bus, and like 5 FBI like trucks like pull up. It's weird. Like, the breaks from one scene to the next are just.
Yeah.
The transitions are strange in this film.
Even though he pretty much lives off the grid, so you wouldn't even be able to track him.
Correct.
So it doesn't make any sense. It's like, for example, the reason they found him in real life, Ted Kaczynski, is because he made mistakes during the bombs and all that stuff, even though he did live off the grid. This guy didn't make mistakes, so it doesn't make sense how they would have found him and just believed one girl because a random picture in her closet or whatever it was.
I thought also like this would be and it was, I think someone saw Silence of the Lambs and wrote this.
He's very Buffalo Bill coded kind of.
Yes, but unlike Silence of the Lambs, where you get a lot of Hannibal Lecter and his characters, like he's a main character, you don't feel the same level of like attachment or interest in Nicolas Cage's Longlegs character at all.
I was interested, but I wasn't attached, I guess. Yeah.
And it's sadly predictable. Like, I don't want to give too much away, but there's
my mom predicted
a family who gets murdered at the end, and I knew like this is
oh
going
yeah,
to be
even at the beginning,
possessed.
I knew that was that the birthday party was going to end that way because I mean, why else would you put it in the movie? But and that's okay for some things like that to be predictable because you can't just show up at a birthday party randomly without foreshadowing it, obviously. But it just doesn't make sense to have a how do I say this? A almost a I heard somebody describe it and pretty well as like the Jehovah Witnesses that come to your door and all that stuff. But basically like that, but with Satanists, pretty much. And it is like that, and I do think that's a cool concept. But I think it failed, and the dolls don't make any sense.
They don't make any sense.
And they had like a ball in the head that was supposed to be a brain, which was empty, and they never said why it was empty.
Or what was in it.
Yeah.
So at the end, you do see like there's like a spirit or something like a dark thing that comes out of it, but it's just you're left on your own to figure out like how this like thing would possess a family, and it's just bizarre. And so I do like the atmosphere of this film. I like the music. I like the scenery. It wasn't. There's the transitions again. We're not, and the writing, the dialogue is odd, and like the main female character, the FBI agent, she's quirky, she's weird, and I guess telepathic or something. But you don't know that much about her at all, really.
They don't explain why she's psychic or, yeah.
So, what would you do? So are you right? How would you advise people to move forward with Longlegs?
Definitely think it's a bit exploitative of trauma in a way, because like in the beginning you see obviously she was also traumatized as a child and has repressed memories of that, but also the beginning scene with the house where she's like, that's the house, her partner gets shot and it just never comes up again, even though that's obviously a super traumatic event to live through. So it's just, I don't know, I did not like it. I think it was a bit ridiculous. And for some reason, Nicolas Cage decided to look like a meth head version of Dave Mustaine for this movie. Don't know why. Never explained why he looks like that. But I don't know. Which, obviously, you don't have to explain why every psychopath looks the way they do.
Sure.
But they don't explain, like, why he's wearing pale makeup and it, like, smudges when he cries and stuff. It's just really weird, and I didn't really like it. I give it a 3 out of 10 because, like, the first chapter of the movie was really intriguing. It kind of reminded me of analog horror off YouTube, which is, like, my favorite genre ever because that's what scares me personally.
2 out of 10. So I really just because I had people talk this movie up so much.
Yeah.
And I had high expectations for this, and they were not met at all. And so I would say 2 out of 10. I would not even pay for it on pay-per-view. I would wait till it's free.
Oh, absolutely.
So you can watch it.
I wouldn't even watch it when it's free.
And walk away from it, without having to have anything invested in it. So
yeah. Unfortunately, this movie did get a lot in revenue from the movie theater because people were excited about it because obviously the trailer didn't show a lot and it looked creepy to me. So that's why I was interested. Turns out there was a reason they didn't show anything because it's stupid. Yeah, just follow our letterbox for movie reviews. What's your letterbox name?
I'll post it in the drop down, and we'll get Tori's down there in the drop down too, and maybe Matt's. Maybe we'll throw her dad's letterbox link down there as well. So,
which I will warn you guys, I haven't posted a review in almost a year because I haven't been able to, but I'm fixing to get back into it because my mom's going to help me type out the reviews. So.
I got a question though. Are y'all glad you watched it together?
Might as well have done it together.
Might as just like.
We just wish that we'd seen a different movie together, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, I would predict the new Quiet Place Day One movie's better than this, and which I've not seen yet either.
Which I have to admit, I'm not really as excited for that one because while I liked 1 and 2, I just think prequels are usually very unnecessary. And I've heard it's not even going to follow the same family, so I'm like just not really interested.
Gotcha.
But obviously I don't know if that's true or not because I haven't seen it, but I don't know. I'm more excited about future horror movies coming up. I was excited about Cuckoo, but now that I know it's produced by the same people as Longlegs, probably not going to go see it. I probably will go see Trap by M. Night Shyamalan. But yeah, what's the next movie you're going to go see?
Oh, probably, not. I mean, as far as horror movies, probably Nosferatu.
Oh, I am excited
But
for that
we'll
one.
see.
it looks super gothic, like atmospherically. So
There's a follow-up movie to Caveat, but I can't remember what it's called, and that looks good. I'll probably see that. I probably will not see Smile 2.
no, the first one wasn't even that good.
There's a lot of just weird remakes. I think Hollywood's just like running out of ideas. So
Yeah, I agree, and it's not even that movie makers are running out of ideas. It's that the Hollywood people are running out of ideas because there are indie movies like that are great being made right now.
like the Sasquatch Gang.
I didn't know what that is.
The Sasquatch Gang.
Oh, Sasquatch Gang. Okay, sorry, I just heard you. Okay, yeah, obviously that movie's awesome. But also, if you like horror, I recommend going on YouTube and looking up indie series like The Mandela Catalog and The Oldest View. Those are terrifying, and they're made by one person. So that's not a Hollywood director. They just
We'll see if we can find the link. We'll put it in the
yeah,
drop down.
they're really, really great. I recommend them. They scared me way more than this stupid movie did. So, yeah, for sure.
But it's our first movie together.
Yep.
And then now Matt and Misty, Tori's parents, have something to constantly remind her about because we also drug them into the film. And so,
Thanks a lot.
yeah.
But
But
I thought my dad left the movie theater.
Yes.
Turns out he's just going to the bathroom, but honestly, I wouldn't even blame him if he left.
I wasn't either. Okay, that's it. Maybe we'll do a few more of these down the road, maybe through
Yeah.
Zoom or some other way. So.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Cool. Peace out.
Bye.